directly approach the community first. Community means societies in India, that's the same thing. So you directly approach them for rents, and you can actually get into the queue for putting a name into the queue for the next apartment available. And if you don't get a positive reply from them in like a month or two, where they can confirm an apartment for you, then you go about on the Facebook groups asking seniors if they are like transferring their lease or something like that. Lease is like you have to pay a certain deposit, a holding deposit, like not a security deposit. It's like a holding deposit where you put the name on waiting list. Okay, so that's like about $100, and they'll take out $100 and keep it with themselves, and then later adjust it with your rent or security deposit. You can't negotiate the rent. $1,100 for the entire apartment, which I pay half for. The electricity comes up to like $40 per month, but in the winters, our winters are very harsh in UMass, so it goes around 80 to 90 or maybe 100 also in the winter months. And for the cell phone, it's like $20 per month. And groceries comes up to about $50 per household for 2 weeks. It's not like it's a developed country, so it's always going to be all flowery and stuff. You have your own share of difficulties here because you have to manage a lot of things along with once the full course load of the college starts. I sometimes do feel homesick. What people usually do, they either cook one meal and then eat one meal outside for a day. Some people cook like the entire day's meals in the morning. Some people cook and the next day's meals previous night. Some people cook like for 4 days and put it in the fridge for like the entire weekdays. So yeah, different people follow different things, but if you're at UMass, then the dining is pretty good here. So we buy that meal plan. So whenever it's too hectic and we don't have the time to cook, we usually go there and usually eat there. Orientation is like very important because it's basically the university's way of welcoming you, telling you what resources they offer, so and what kind of program you're looking at, what is the cultural diversity in the college. And so it's basically a 3-day event where each day they do something differently. There is a department orientation on the third day where you meet people from your department. They usually have a chair where there are like your seniors will be talking about their experiences. They also have stalls from different groups in the university, like the cultural diversity group, like the dance group, and all those things that you might want to join. Accommodation is very difficult to find, so you might think that you could go early and set things up, but if you don't have a place to stay, there is no point going early. So I would just suggest that go 5 to 6 days before your orientation. That is more than enough. My batch was a pretty huge one. We had like 180 students, mostly computer science. You can say the ethnic diversity would be like 75% Indians, 10% from Southeast Asia and stuff, and like hardly American. 50 to 60 had work ex. Others were from undergrad. You basically have to make time for yourself. You can remove 1 hour every day. That's well and good. There are certain groups like there is like that's yoga group, and there's this ballroom dancing thing where I usually sometimes go. Yeah, so it's totally on you how much you want to adjust.